Tiger Mortar, 38 cm, more commonly known as Sturmtiger or Sturmpanzer VI, German World War II armored cannon built on the chassis of the Tiger tank, armed with a special 38 cm Mortar Sturmmörserwagen rocket mortar. It was designed as a vehicle to support infantry during street fighting. Only 18 vehicles of this type were built. All of them were a modification of the Tigers damaged in battle. The idea for a new infantry support vehicle, capable of destroying defended buildings or fortifications with one shot, was born during the Battle of Stalingrad in 1942. At that time, the heaviest armored cannon in the Wehrmacht's armament was the Sturminfanteriegeschütz 33B, a variant of the Stug 3. Armed with a heavy 150 mm, 12 of them were destroyed in Stalingrad. Its successor, the Sturmpanzer IV Brummbär, went into production in early 1943, but the Wehrmacht still saw the need for a similar but heavier armored vehicle. So it was decided to build a new structure based on the chassis of the Tiger tank and armed with a 210 mm howitzer. However, it turned out that the weapon was unavailable at that time and was replaced by a 380 mm mortar and rocket launcher, which was created after modifying the depth bomb launcher used by the Kriegsmarine. The first prototype was built in October 1943. In the same month, it was presented to Hitler. After extensive testing, Hitler approved its production in April 1944. Between August and September of that year, 18 Sturmtigers were built. The Sturmtiger was based on the late Tiger model, retaining its chassis and drivetrain. The front part of the hull was changed, and new weapons were installed. Compared to the normal Tiger, the Sturmtiger was much shorter. The Tiger was 8.45 meters, and the Sturmtiger 6.28 meters, mainly because it did not have a cannon that protruded far beyond the hull. It was also a little shorter, 2.85 meters compared to the 3 meters height of the Tiger. Since the Sturmtigers were to take part in street fights, in direct contact with the enemy, they had to be very heavily armored to have a chance of survival. Its frontal armor was 150 millimeters thick, and the side armor was 80 millimeters thick. Compared to the normal Tiger, this vehicle was 11 tons heavier. Sturmtigers were developed as an infantry support weapon for use in street battles or in attacks on heavily armored combat bunkers. But by the time they entered service, the situation at the front turned very unfavorably from the point of view of the Germans, with Wehrmacht troops being almost exclusively on defense. 2 vehicles of this type survived World War II. One is in the Tank Museum in Kubinka, and the other in the Deutsches Panzer Museum in Germany.